You are live from Columbus, Ohio and Buckeye Field as the Ohio State Buckeyes welcomes in the Bowling Green Falcons in an in-state matchup here to wrap up their Charity Classic slate. Hi everybody, welcome in to Scarlet and Gray Sports Radio. I'm Connor Canfield, joined with Kenzie Welch. And Kenzie, a nice game here to finish up the slate for the Buckeyes, looking to go 3-0 in their Charity Classic slate.
Yes, they just finished up a game with Akron, the Zips, and they won that game. Actually, they had a home run in that game. So the last 3 games they've had at least one player hit a home run. So I can't wait to see what they have for this game, to see if they can continue that streak. Speaking of which, let's go through our lineup. Ohio State, batting first, will be Melina Wilkeson, the center fielder. Up next would be Caitlin Farley, the second baseman. Jazzy Burns, right fielder. Destiny Nori to clean up at first base. Cami Cordorax at third base. Mackenzie Bump in sixth to hit for Emily Ruck, the pitcher. Hannah Church in center. Lottie Landmesser at shortstop. And then finishing last in the lineup is Skylar Lamone, the left fielder.
Stepping in first for the Falcons and taking a called strike is third baseman Addie Martin. She awaits the 0-1 dealing from Emily Ruck. And there for another called strike, 0-2, Addie Martin, freshman out of Dover, Ohio. Was named All-Ohio second team as a senior. Hitting leadoff for the Falcons here today. As she fouls off the 0-2, the rest of the lineup for Bowling Green. Hitting second in right field is Delaney Davis. At short, hitting third, Cameron Kaufman. The first baseman, Lexi Carver, hits cleanup. Reagan Williamson is behind the dish, hitting fifth. Peyton Dole is hitting sixth and in center field. At seventh, Airline Doke in left field as Martin takes just off the outside corner for ball one. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, Winnie Reed, and finally rounding up the lineup, the designated player, Hannah Hunt. As the 1-2 offering from Ruck is fouled off a long way up the left side, but way foul.
And to the left of the field, we have Jesse Owens Memorial Stadium, where the Lady Buckeyes have a soccer game today.
As they take on Illinois, that's on SGSR 2 as Martin fouls one off and Hunt can't hold on. So she stays alive. Big SGSR triple header here today. As not only do we have the softball and the soccer, we have on SGSR women's volleyball as the Buckeyes take on the Terrapins of Maryland in the Cavelli Center. As just off the plate is the 1-2 offering, 2-2. Great battle here from Martin so far. Against Emily Ruck for the Buckeyes. Toss for 1-run innings in the Scarlet versus Gray scrimmage as Martin fouls another one off. Out of play up the left side, still 2-2. The dimensions at Buckeye Field, up the left field line, 190. Dead center is 220 and also 190 up the right field line. On another beautiful afternoon here from Columbus, Ohio, wind blowing a little bit. As here's the 2-2 offering, up high, ball 3, and Martin has worked herself back into a full count.
The Buckeyes had a scrimmage Friday night, Scarlet versus Gray. In the previous game against Akron today, we had Allison Smith pitching. Right now we have Emily Ruck, and they went head-to-head in the scrimmage as well.
As Ruck delivers the payoff pitch, it swung on, drilled left field. Back on it is Lyman. She's not going to get it, it's off the wall. Cruising into second as Martin takes a big turn, and the throw back into second gets away, but a nice backup by Destiny Nori at first base, and a leadoff double by Martin as what in that bat. Down 0-2, brought herself back into the count and drills a double off the base of the wall. now stepping in is Delaney Davis, the right fielder here today for the Falcons. Sophomore outfielder was part of Bowling Green's young core last year. A lot of freshmen were in key starting positions, and it showed. The youngness showed for the Falcons as Davis shows bunt, fouls it off. Bowling Green last year and head coach Candace Fenton Bachbrader's first season were 9-41, 2-28 in the MAC. Certainly a tough season there, Kenzie.
For sure. They were 0-15 at home, and they were 2-20 away. So they're ready to come out here and hit and get started in this fall season and practice for spring.
As the 0-1 offering in there for a called strike. As Bowling Green had arguably statistically one of the worst offenses in the Mid-American Conference. 10th in batting average, 10th in on-base percentage, dead last in slugging percentage, 10th in doubles, dead last in homers, dead last in steals. They were not able to get much going. As Davis, the 0-2, just off the plate, no, called strike, one away. As you can hear the wind coming through our mics. It's definitely a lot more windy than it was yesterday. Blowing from left to right, it looks like. So balls hit to the right side might carry a little bit more. As now here comes Cameron Kaufman batting third for the Falcons. Takes low and away, 1-0. Kaufman, another freshman on this young Falcons squad. Out of Sandusky, Ohio.
Runner on second, taking a big lead.
That is off the plate once again. 2-0 Ruck. Last season, the senior out of Westerville, Ohio, was the second leading pitcher for the Buckeyes in every single statistic. To Allison Smith, pitched 110 and 2/3 innings with a 3.98 ERA as she deals 2-0. And there for a called strike. Pitched a perfect game against Kansas with a career-high 12 strikeouts. Which was Ohio State's first perfect game in 16 years. As Kaufman digs back into the right-hander's batter's box, swings and drives from the shortstop. Gobbled up by Landmesser, on to first, pulls Nori off the bag, but a great job to tag the runner. And 2 down now here in this first inning. And Nori there did a great job there, Kenji. Did what you're supposed to do as a first baseman. Don't panic when that throw pulls you off the bag. Make sure you make the catch and swipe back at the runner. And she made the tag.
Yes, and next up we have Lexi Carver, first baseman, at the plate.
Takes a called strike on the outside corner for strike 1. As Carver, a redshirt junior, saw action in 4 games last season, started them all, but then went down with a season injury as she fouls off the 0-1. Now down in the 0-2 hole. Carver had a Louisville transfer 2 years ago. Looking to battle back, just like Addie Martin did in that leadoff spot when she was down 0-2, worked the count back up to 3-2, and ended up drilling a double off the left field wall. As Emily Ruck, requesting a new baseball, gets the new shipment. Softball. Tomato, tomato.
Lexi Carver stepping back into the right-handed batter's box.
Ruck into the circle. Deals the 0-2 just off the plate, ball 1. Top of the first inning here from Buckeye Field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away for the Falcons. They've got Martin on third base. As Carver digs back into the batter's box. Awaits the 1-2, fouls it off into the screen. We'll do it again at 1-2. Falcons in the White helmets, pink tops with the white lettering. Dark gray pants, white socks, white cleats.
Some of you may know that this is the cancer charity tournament. So these girls are definitely repping for breast cancer awareness with their pink jerseys today.
As the 1-2 was in the dirt, 2-2 now. Emily Ruck toes the slab once again. Delivers the 2-2 off the plate, 3-2. As Carver, down 0-2 in the count, has now made it full. As the Falcons looking to take an early lead in this first inning.
Full count, 2 outs, and a runner on third. No pressure here.
Still a lot of game left to be played though, if they don't get this run around. As here comes the payoff pitch from Ruck. Swing and driven to center field. Camping under it is Wilkinson. Makes the catch and retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left stranded for the Falcons in the first inning as we head to the middle of the first inning. Buckeyes coming up to bat.